Hi guys, this is Miss Carla and today we are on page 83 because as you know, last week we started with unit number 8, people who have made history. So today we're going to continue with relative pronouns. ¿Qué es un pronombre relativo? Se preguntarán ustedes. Chicos, relative pronouns like who, which, and that, as you can see here, we use them, who, which, and that, to avoid repeating a name or pronoun, right? Look at here, we have this information. We have relative clauses give important information about a noun. Relative clauses are introduced by relative pronouns. We use the relative pronouns who and that to avoid repeating a name or pronoun. For example, Emma's the new student. She started college last week. Emma's the new student who or that started college last week. As you know here, we are avoiding the comma using who or that. ¿Ok? Usamos el quién o eso o qué para evitar esto y para evitar el subject. Para no repetir de nuevo she, because we are talking about Emma, we're gonna use who or that, right? Look at here, again. Marie Curie was a scientist. She discovered the element radium. And then we have the sentence using the relative pronoun, and it says, Marie Curie was the scientist who or that discovered the element radium. ¿Se fijan que acá ya no decimos she, ni usamos un punto, ponemos who or that? Same here, this is my new tablet. I bought it from an online store. This is my new tablet, which or that I bought from an online store. And finally, we have evolution is a theory. Darwin described it, and evolution is a theory which or that Darwin described. Ya, chicos, hay una diferencia importantísima between them. As you can see here, we use the relative pronoun who for people, just for people. For example, if you are talking about Einstein, Gabriela Mistral, a discoverer, a scientist, etc., you're gonna use who, okay? Look at here, it says, Newton was the scientist who described it, the laws of gravity. ¿Se fijan? En vez de poner un punto y poner he, ponemos who. ¿Por qué? Porque estamos hablando de un científico, de un señor. Entonces, we're gonna use who. Entonces, recuerden, who for people. Then we have, I don't know, Mark Twain is the writer who created Huckleberry Finn. Right? Who, ¿por qué? Porque estamos hablando de Mark Twain. Finally, we have this. Have you met the people who live next door? Después tenemos which here, and which we use it with animals and objects. Chicos, which es para objetos, animales y animales, right? For example, the birds, which you have just seen come from South America. This is the camera which Mo Lee used to take pictures on her vacations. Estamos hablando de los pájaros, entonces usamos which. Then we are talking about camera, and we're going to use which. Radium is an element which is radioactive. Radioactive. Chicos, en español, el which se traduce como el cual, o los cuales, o las cuales, etc. Right? And finally, we have that. We use the relative pronoun that with people, animals, and objects. We usually use that in informal spoken and written English. Chicos, that es para ambos, pero es más informal. Bueno, entonces usamos that con personas, animales y objetos. right? For example, Harry is the man that we met yesterday. These are the cookies that my mom made. Is Daniel the player that scored the most goals last season? Okay, so now, as we know the rules, we're gonna do these exercises here. For example, we have Oscar Niemeyer was the architect who or that designed the National Museum in Brasilia. Chicos, siempre va a ser más importante usar who que that. Lo mismo que which. Which va a ser siempre mejor que that. Right? For example, here, according to the rules, we can use that. Pero siempre le vamos a dar preferencia al who si hablamos de personas o a which si hablamos de cosas, right? En el caso, por ejemplo, de que acá dijera Oscar Niemeyer was the architect which or that designed the National Museum in Brasilia, por razones obvias, porque no podemos usar which para una persona, vamos a escoger that, pero siempre va a ser como la tarjeta de descarte, right? Look at here, we have Charles Darwin was the man who or which described the theory of evolution. Okay, we're talking about Charles Darwin. He's a person, of course, so we're gonna choose who, right? Look at here, we have DNA is a molecule which or who contains genetic code. Estamos hablando del DNA. O el ADN es una cosa, algo, no es una persona. Entonces, we're gonna choose which, right? So, here you have the keys for that activity. An explorer is a person who discovers new places. The TV was an invention which changed the world. Tim Berners-Lee was the person who invented the World Wide Web. The internet is a network which connects computers. Right? Perfect. Then we have this activity. It says complete the definition with who or which in a phrase from the box. So, here you have the answers for that activity. Okay. And here we have activity number 3. You are going to join the sentences together and rewrite them with who, which, or that. We have Laurel and Hardy were actors. They appeared in silent movies. And then we're going to change this original sentence and we're going to add who. Laurel and Hardy were actors who appeared in silent movies. Okay, do you see the difference? We are talking about Laurel and Hardy, two men, of course, so we're gonna use who because we are talking about people. Okay? So here you have the answers. Here. So don't forget and please remember. People, who or that, things, which or that. Pero siempre darle preferencia a who y a which. El that es nuestra carta comodín. Bueno, okay, thanks for watching. See you in classes and please, if you have any doubts, ask me, right? Bye!